Hello everybody, it's the 22nd of December. The sunrise was about 10 seconds earlier today than yesterday because we've been through the winter solstice. So this is message to the unofficial control group 3. So I keep watching the news, fascinated, like some sort of a masochist. And big news today is Israel is now rolling out the fourth vaccine for the coronavirus, for the COVID-19. Now, the joke that the ride never ends has proven to be true. You just have to look at empirical data from the world. They're already rolling out a fourth vaccine? Now? Okay, fair enough. Second point is, I saw some, I'm going to be very careful how I say this, I saw some murmurs in the international press. Reuters had covered this story really well, that vaccine manufacturers are worried about America giving their product to undocumented migrants, illegal aliens, immigrants, undocumented migrants. Now, the theory behind their worry, because obviously these are big, altruistic, loving pharmaceutical companies that got given emergency approval to give people this therapy, this medication. Now, in America, in Britain, and every other nation, they are protected from, they are immune to prosecution for adverse effects. They've been given that emergency immunity to prosecution from adverse effects of the COOF vaccine, because the theory is the government said, oh, we're in the middle of World War III, pharmaceutical world. I've scared the birds out of the trees. We're in the middle of a pharmaceutical war. We don't know what the Chinese Communist Party are doing. We need emergency authorization. And what's funny is that the undocumented migrants, they don't fall under American law or British law or German law. They fall under international law. And the vaccine manufacturer lawyers, they're high-powered lawyers in Manhattan and the City of London, are going, oh shit, if we vaccinate the undocumented migrants and something goes a bit, you know, they might sue us. We don't want to get sued. It's safe and effective. We promise you it's safe and effective. Now, you know, it is a bit of a joke, the name Unofficial Control Group, but another way of reading it is we might be providing the planet with the most valuable scientific empirical data that, in their hubris, in their atavism, they've not stopped to think. Maybe it would be good to have 10% who aren't taking part in the mass program. Maybe it would be good a couple of years down the line, once the dust has settled, to see what's happened to the unofficial control group. If they're all exactly the same, if they're just as healthy, just as happy, just as many useful antibodies swimming through their bodies, maybe, and big if, maybe that data could be useful to us, to the governments, to the scientists. You never know. Moving on to face masks, the lack of birth face. I can't say it any better than Rob the American, who spoke freely outside the booster queue in St. Peter's Square in Manchester. He called it like he saw it. It's a divisive thing. It's an item of conformity. And the evidence that mask works, again, I need to be careful what I say on my channel. The evidence that the mask works is, for me, dunno. So, you know, I'm getting increasingly an increasing number of slightly frustrated commenters. These are viewers who have been vaccinated, and again, I reiterate this in every video. I have no issues with a human being choosing what's best for he or she, for him or her. You choose. It's a voluntary thing. Now, I'm going to end this just talking a bit of reality here amidst the bullshit. No isms, no ologies. realityism for my viewers, is that our issue isn't a medical issue. We're all going to die. We are all going to die. We've had 2 years as laymen, as the salt of the earth, of people, just ordinary people going, my elderly neighbors have all had the coof. Every kid in my neighborhood's had the coof. I've had the coof. I'm triple jabbed and I've had the coof and I've got flu symptom. People, you know, people are stupid. The mob is stupid. Mob rule is stupid, but people are allowed to make up their own choices. And if you want to die of something, the question is, philosophically, legally, does the government have the right to stop you dying from something if you want to die from that thing? I mean, I don't know what country it is, like Switzerland or Austria or Germany, they've invented suicide pods so that you can euthanize yourself. Have you seen that on the news? It's like a Star Trek, beam me up, Scotty, you lie in this thing, and apparently it euthanizes you. So the governments of these wonderfully enlightened, secular European nations say, yeah, you can kill yourself. But then when it comes to a voluntary medication, they're all losing their minds. Going, no, we're in charge. So I think, you know, it's the middle of winter here, but the green shoots of spring are beginning. I can see the buds on these trees getting ready for spring. Data coming out, official United Kingdom data, showing that the Optimus Prime variant is less severe than the Delta variant. Many people, and this is just my own looking around on my Facebook, so many positive cases, so many of them have been triple jabbed, and what I'm seeing is, it's not people saying that they have no symptoms or extremely mild symptoms. They're saying, yeah, and these are triple jab people. They are saying my symptoms is just like the flu. I've got the flu. Does it work? Is there any point? Again, it's up to the individual. It's always up to the individual. And I have faith in this country. I have faith in Great Britain and Britishness. In my more patriotic moments, I believe that us British are the children, the chosen children of God. We have a sentimentality about us. We have a softness. We have a stiff upper lip. I've got a bit of snooze. Do you know the Scandinavian snooze? I've got a snooze in. So much better than smoking. Giving me my stiff upper lip. So, I think lawyers are going to have a field day once the coof is over. I think there's going to be a lot of litigation. People are going to be suing each other. Not just, you know, missed education. Not just missed cancer screening for childhood cancers. Not just, you know, patriotic grannies and granddads choosing not to burden the NHS because they believe that it's so much worse than their pancreatic cancer or their lung problems or their, you know, they might have colon cancer, but he's like, oh, stiff upper lip, old boy. There's a pandemic on. I don't want to upset the doctors. We're going to see a lot of people suing the shit out of each other. And maybe it's quite right. But right now we're in the middle of the war. We are in a platoon with an unknowable enemy, an enemy that we cannot slow down. And our enemy is going to take more casualties. But is it any worse than road traffic accidents? Is it any worse than childhood obesity for kids, for example? Maybe. Maybe not. This is Charlie Veitch outside Swinton Town Hall. It's now begun to rain. But you know what? Rain on the 22nd of December, when it's a bit cold. It's not so bad. It's the endless rain in the summers that gets my goat. Now, on that note of the goat, thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.